these are the things I would tell myself if I could go back in time. If I could go back to like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I would tell myself these things. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well. So the first thing I'll tell myself is that minding your business is just the best thing in the world. Minding your business, not putting your nose into other people's problems, not putting your nose into other people's affairs, will save you a lot of trouble. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, or if any other person feels this way. Sometimes when you entangle your own matter or your mouth in another person's matter, you tend to get into trouble. If people come to you for some form of opinion, or for your, they just want to hear what you have to say about a certain thing, that's fine. But if you are now going to not mind your business, you now go and meet somebody and start maybe trying to correct the person forcefully, or you're trying to poke your nose into someone's affairs, you might get in trouble for it. So I wish someone told me this many years ago. I'm saying this because I used to get in trouble a lot for putting my mouth in things that didn't concern me, for doing things that were not even my business. I got in trouble so many times. I used to get in trouble a lot, and it caused me so much pain because I was doing it from a place of, my conscience was clear. I was genuinely trying to help out, but it just ended up turning around to bite me in the behind. Okay. And so this video is just for information purposes, that if you can, try to stay away from people's businesses, because you may get in trouble, you might get in trouble. So that's one thing I would tell myself if I could go back and start all over again. Another thing I would tell myself if I could go back in time, or if I could start all over again, is that God's grace guarantees success, not just hard work. God's grace. Pray to God to bless your hustle. I wish I knew this many years ago. God's blessings is what you need. You need to work hard. Yeah, you need to work hard. You need to do hard work. You need to work hard towards your dreams, towards your goals, on your job, whatever it is, you need to work hard. But that God's grace, ask for it. Let God bless that hustle with His grace and His mercy. It is very important. I wish I knew this many years ago. Another thing I wish I could tell myself, or another thing I would tell myself if I could go back in time, is that respecting yourself is very, very important. You need to respect yourself. If not, people will walk all over you. People will take advantage of you. People will they'll do a lot if you don't respect yourself, because the kind of confidence you have in you is what you exude, and that's what people can see. People can read it. They can say, oh, she doesn't value herself, and so I can walk all over, I can take advantage. If you don't have value, if you don't value yourself, people will take advantage of you. They will do all sorts, because they know that you have no self-esteem. They know that you don't have any value, any confidence in yourself. You don't value yourself. You don't feel like you're worth a lot. You don't feel like in fact, you don't even feel like you're anything, and they can see it. So if you want people to treat you better, you need to respect your own self, respect your integrity, respect who you are, walk in that consciousness of who you are, whose you are. It will go a long way. If you don't do that, people will ridicule you. They'll make you feel like you are worth nothing, and it's a bad feeling. So if you feel like, even if you have certain behavioral problems, and you have certain things, and you're working on yourself, make sure the first thing you do is to go and look for how you find self-respect. Respect yourself, value yourself, know your worth, and carry yourself accordingly. Another thing, very important thing that I would tell myself if I could go back in time, is that you need to stop seeking validation from everybody. Trying to do things to impress people will make you unhappy, because number one, let me drop the bombshell. You can never please everybody. As you are pleasing one group of people, you are annoying another group. You can never please everybody. You can never satisfy everybody. There's nothing you want to do one person will still be angry with your decision, or three people, or 17, or 25. Everybody cannot like you, and that's okay. Everybody cannot cannot value what you have to offer, and that's okay. Stay true to who you are and what you have to offer. You don't need to seek validation from everybody, because the more you seek validation, the more unhappy you'll be, or the less happy you'll be. I don't know what kind of English to use, but the more you seek validation, you want people to just accept you, you want everybody to accept you, you're going to break. You are going to break, because at the end of the day, there'll be nothing left for you to enjoy your own self, because now you are folding to be a square to fit into that group. Then later you round your body to be a circle to fit into this group. Later you become a triangle and you fit into that group. You keep trying to seek validation. Let them validate you. Oh, what do they think about me? Blah blah blah. You don't need it. You don't need it. It's not the only person's approval you need is God's own. Please God, and everything will be sorted out. Work to please God. And now I'm not saying you should not be disrespectful to people around you. Not seeking validation doesn't mean you're not going to be rude and just doing anything you like. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, as long as you have the conviction of the Holy Spirit, or you have the backing of God to do what you want to do, then do. If you feel like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is the business I want to do, you've asked obviously you have your parents' blessings, but not that you now, maybe there's one co-worker somewhere that you feel like, oh, I want to please this co-worker, I want to please that church member. It will make you unhappy, because they are also broken. Nobody is perfect, okay? Once you have the blessings of your parents and you have the approval of God, you are good to go. You are good to go. Another thing that I'll tell myself if I could go back in time is that you are actually closer to your breakthrough than you think. You are very close to your testimony, to your miracle. You are close to it. Every single day you wake up, you are closer and closer. So don't give up on yourself. Don't throw in the towel. It can get overwhelming sometimes when we've not gotten the results of our hard work. We've not gotten the answers to our prayers, and then we get overwhelmed and we wonder that what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But trust me, every day when you sleep and you wake up a day closer to your breakthrough. Hold on to that thought and just keep going, because one day you look back and you'll be like, oh, it's been 5 years since I achieved this. It's been 10 years since I did this. It's been 2 years since I did this. You will get your testimony, you get your breakthrough, you get your miracle. You just need not to give up on yourself. I hope this video has been encouraging. These little points are things I would have told myself if I could just go back in time to make my path a bit easier, because I had a lot of issues, personally trying to figure out this thing called life, trying to do life. But I thank God for the revelation of the Holy Spirit, and I thank God for every single thing that I've experienced, because if you don't have experience, if you don't have lessons, you won't even know how to navigate life further. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.